This is walking out the front door of the house. This is the rental barn. This is the barn that I rent in the winter, actually. It has 15 stalls. This is the yard. So this is the yard. Now this is the front. There's two very big paddocks in the front. One there and one over there. And then this gives you a look at the house. This was an old house that they redid, and they just finished it. Put on a tin roof. It's the house with a garage. And then that's the 15-stall rental barn. There's a driveway out both sides. There's 10 acres on this side over there with just campers on it. And this driveway is owned by this property. The people with the campers have a pond where you pump the water out, and they sign an agreement that they use the driveway, and we get the water out of a lifetime agreement. We get the water out of their back property. That 10 acres will become available one day for an older couple. They might even sell part of it. So we're walking down the driveway. The front fields, nice big fields. They could be left big or they could be divided in half. The charm of it is, since it was an old place, it has a lot of that old charm. Like this, you know, it's not just cookie cutter, which is nice. So this is the backyard of the house. Cool kind of gazebo. You can see the screen porch. And this is the new 15-stall barn. They're going to have 4 outside wash racks here. There's the other front field. This is the barn that can be apartment or in Loxahatchee. So everything's grandfathered in. It's agricultural. You don't have all those HOAs and all that. So number one, you can get things done quicker, and you can put grooms up there. They put in a manure, just put in the manure thing there. And this is 10 acres right next door, so you're backed up against another farm that is well kept care of. It's not as much character, but there's like 80 stalls over there. So this is the new barn. Of course, it's not done yet. This is the new barn. This was an old wooden barn that was very charming, but as they got into it, it was a mess. So they've done this. This is going to be 15 stalls. Here's the house again. So we're walking in here. There's the inside of the barn. There'll be 4 stalls down this side. There's Loudon stalls where they can look out, and they can look out the back too. 4 stalls here on each side. You continue walking down the barn. This to the left is the tack room. It's the only part left of the old barn, basically, but they did keep it. This is the present tack room. I know this is fast and quick, but nice tile floor, nice little area in the tack room. These just came out of the new house they built, and it was a brand new kitchen, so they got these and just put these in here, and they're brought the other ones that are going to go throughout the barn. You walk out of the tack room, that's the main barn. There's storage room. Storage room. You can see the nice high ceilings. Looking out the aisles, there's 8 stalls. Then you've got a stall will be here, and 3 there, so that's 4 more. There's the side of the property. And there'll be 3 more stalls here with those Loudon fronts, which I'll send you a picture of. So it's pretty scooped out fronts. So the horses can hang their heads out. So this is the main barn. And as you go through here, this will be 4 inside wash racks. And see, there's all the cabinets and stuff that they brought that they're going to put throughout. Sink and all that they took out of their house they're redoing. You're going to have 4 inside wash racks. Bath, that's going to be bathroom, shower, all that. Storage, no, this will be laundry room. We have storage, laundry room, washer, dryer. This will be the feed room. You can see the back door, the truck can drive right up and put the feed right in there. Your feed's right out the barn. Now you're walking out the back. This is a little bit close, but the plan is to just take this last stall off and might as well leave those 4 stalls. They're good stalls, but take this last one out to open it up. I have a walker that holds 6 horses. I had custom made 70 feet wide instead of 60. It has a roof over it. It would go where this paddock is. So you'd walk right out of the barn and you would go right. They could go right in the walker. You've got paddocks. You've got, I think, 8 paddocks, 4 on each side, but you can keep going. This is the ring. The footing's great. It's hard base with sand. Maybe we could put some fiber in it. We'd have to see. This is the barn that I've been renting for 3 years. Back side of the house. So all this area is between the areas. We'll go through that barn. This is the barn. There's the house, all the charming trees. And this is a good size ring. I would dress it up with like redwood stain standards and stuff, give it a little color. I think it needs a little color. It's all a little white, but listen, the footing's fantastic. We love it because it's a little softer than that over in Florida. I've had vets come out here and they stomp their feet on it and they're like, oh wow, this is way better. I would have someone that I know come in and see if there's some type of fiber that we might want to add, but you know what, it works. It drains. It gets a little sloppy when it's wet, but then it drains immediately. It's never too deep. They have an irrigation system. This is the wash racks from the outer barn, the barn I've been renting. And this actually is 15 more stalls where they have their horses in right now, and they're all really big stalls. What I like about it, they're all really big, airy stalls. This is the aisleway. This has been a great barn. Like I said, we've been here in this barn. There's storage out there, big storage area. It's a total of 15 stalls. Oh, thanks. We're going outside. There's a drive into each barn separately. If you were to rent this barn, they have their own separate drive. It's the main barn. This is your neighbors. They just have these sheds that keep their campers. That's the driveway to C Road. C is paved, which is nice. If you come in from Okeechobee, it's paved the whole way. You're getting ready to pave. There's the storage off the side of this building. You always need storage. There's the angle of the house. This is the people next door. This 10 acres will be available one day. They're here just for the winter months, about 3 months. They allow you to trail ride on their property. See, here's the drive that goes back. You can park the trailers. These are the paddocks that come with this barn that we use. We use these 4 paddocks. We can decide whatever we want to do, if we want to enlarge them. One thing about the walker that I have, they will all go in the walker. That's the Neighbors. That's Santana. And God, he's got like 70 or 80 stalls over there. It's a little kind of like an institutional. This doesn't, I say it needs some fairy dust. It just needs a little glamour, but it's not a rundown place. You know, some shutters and some plants and stuff like that would be nice. So now we're walking back the property. This is all area to ride, so you're not being stuck in the ring. You're walking back here, and like I say, this is the neighbors. It's wooded, but here's the place where paddocks, ring. Area right there, that's where they keep their manure bins, and the neighbors, they don't mind. But we're changing that. And there's the water reservoir that we're allowed to use to water the rings and the fields as much as we want, and they use the driveway. That way they don't have to put a driveway in. So you can see there's 4 paddocks on each side. Definitely you could go more. You could put more paddocks down this side, move the trailers back, and if you keep going back there, that's a trail ride back there. You can go back there on the trails and all that. And then this is the irrigated grass field. That we could put another paddock where I'm standing, maybe even another one. We could put a few more over there if we want to. And this is the back grass field. That wooded area, that could even be cleaned out more. That's where we go trail riding, because the property line goes back there a little further. But this is the grass field, which they've seeded now and gotten a good stand of grass, and they've got it irrigated. As you can see where it's made out, where you could put a course out here, you can do anything and use it sparingly to take it. You could fence the whole place and do some turnout too if you want. There's the back side of the ring, showing you the barn, the house, and the back side of what's going to be the new barn. And of course that's going to be painted, the old barn to match. They were going with that color, and now they went with the lighter color, which is going to be great with the tin roofs and everything. That tin roof will clean up and match the other two. I think I'd probably plant a ficus hedge. They're planting some kind of hedge. Ficus might be better, might grow faster, but they've got something planted there. And this is the grass riding field.